in 2002, one Wisconsin native won a gold medal in the 500-meter speed skating. Casey FitzRandolph was the first man in Olympic history to skate under 36 seconds in that event. Now he's passing the torch. News 3's Melissa Kim caught up with him last week in Oregon, where he helps out with the Madison Speed Skating Club.
Remember this guy? Fast forward a few years. Okay, fine, maybe decades later, Verona native and 2002 Olympic gold medalist Casey FitzRandolph is still on the rink. This time with his son Sawyer next to him. Just don't ask Sawyer how cool Dad is.
You know, 99.9% of the time I'm Dad, right? And what do dads know? It doesn't matter, you know, what they did or what you're talking about. They know very little.
Then there are others at the Madison Speed Skating Club, like Joel Foster, who has the goods.
He has the ability, in my opinion, to be, I'll say, Olympic level. You never know whether somebody's going to make it or not, but to compete with those guys. But you have to do it full time.
But knows the sacrifice.
Well, there's like this romantic aspect of skating where it's like, oh, anyone can be an Olympian, but I think the closer you are to them, the more you realize like that gap between you and them is pretty huge, and it is pretty difficult, but you can still see them and see where they've gone, so you can see the effort you need to put in.
Just ask Casey what high school was like. Trips to Milwaukee at least 3 times a week.
Head down from 3 to 4:30 in the van. 4:30 to 5 was warm up and putting on your uniform. 5 to 7 was ice time. 7 to 7:30 warm down. 7:30 to 9 van ride home with, you know, snacks, dinner, homework, everything you needed to do. You know, I truly believed that my talent was, you know, more along the lines of, let's call it all conference versus all world. And so I had to figure out, you know, a way to be successful, right? Given the tools that I was given. A lot of that's hard work. A lot of that's up here, wanting it, you know, more than anybody else.
And he didn't do it alone.
When you're done and you take that step back and you look back at what it took you and your family to get there, that's when you really shake your head and you say, I have no idea how or why, you know, we did that.
But that little extra something, well, he had it. At Worlds, while everyone else was taking a break,
I would go back up into my hotel room. I would look at the splits, you know, from each lap and part of the lap. I would look at my place, I'd watch video, and I'd figure out where I could come up with, you know, another 1/10 or another 500ths of a second. I mean, it was an obsession.
And there's little doubt that Casey sees a little bit of that in Joel. How do you feel, like seeing a kid like this who maybe was once...
Well, it makes me want to be young and in shape again, for starters. to be able to get into that position, you know. It's, so speed skating is 90% of the time, it's grueling amount of work, and 10% of the time, it is exuberance on ice. I mean, when you rest, after you've trained really hard, when you rest and you feel good and your legs just feel, you know, powerful and explosive, that's when speed skating is at its best.
Thanks so much to Melissa Kim for that. Time now is 7:23. There's much more news ahead on News 3 This Morning Sunday. Next, we're taking a look at some of the day's top headlines, including the dog helping Rock County Jail inmates while they help him, too. And breaking news out of Madison's east side. We're live on scene of what appears to be a fire at the Chocolaterian on Atwood. We'll have an update coming up next on News 3 This Morning Sunday.
Is your Tempur-Pedic Elite retailer, and we'll be happy to custom fit you to a Tempur-Pedic that's exactly right for you. Plus, take advantage of our special financing. A better tomorrow starts tonight at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic Elite retailer.
Hello, I'm Gary Canolti, inviting WIC-TV viewers to join me on a land and cruise tour of Alaska, July 17th to the 29th. Experience an unforgettable 3-night Holland America cruise through the breathtaking Inside Passage. Visit the Iditarod Trail Race Headquarters, pan for gold at the historic Gold Dredge 8, and set sail aboard the Riverboat Discovery Sternwheeler. All airfare and hotels are included. For a free brochure, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
Get that for you. Kelly's Market is about the people. Every day the Kelly's Market mentality is, what can I do for the customers today? It's that attitude that has created so many great relationships with customers and employees. You just want to go to work.
Nature's Bounty Lutein Blue helps protect eyes from damaging blue light, filtering it out to help you continue enjoying your screens. Or you could just put your phones down and talk to each other. Nature's Bounty Lutein Blue, because you're better off healthy.
We all want restful sleep. That's why Nature's Bounty Melatonin is made to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, so you'll be ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Because mom's love is unconditional, even at 6 a.m. Nature's Bounty Melatonin. We're all better off healthy.
The all-new carsoup.com is smarter. Smart car shoppers get better deals, and CarSoup's insider tools give buyers a money-saving edge. Roll with a smarter way to find the right car, right price, right now at the all-new carsoup.com.
You can't put a price on safety. That's why every 2018 Toyota RAV4 comes with lane departure alert, pre-collision system, dynamic radar cruise control, and automatic high beams, all standard at no extra charge. To get similar safety features in a Honda CR-V, you'd have to pay $2,520 more. The 2018 Toyota RAV4. Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash on a new 2018 RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Denver Mattress is your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer, and we'll be happy to custom fit you to a Tempur-Pedic that's exactly right for you. Plus, take advantage of our special financing. A better tomorrow starts tonight at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Our weather is constantly changing. You need timely information. Get detailed traffic reports from the News 3 team, on air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Alert app and be the first to know what's headed our way. When victims of domestic abuse seek refuge, what becomes of their beloved animal companions?
Pets become pawns. All we know is that there's an animal that needs a home for a little while.
Doing something good for victims, their families, and their pets. Thursday on News 3 at 10.
A celebration with a hint of sadness. The beloved animal leaving the Henry Vilas Zoo to take on a bigger role.
This is News 3 This Morning, Sunday.
Good morning and welcome to the final half hour of News 3 This Morning, Sunday. I'm Brittany Paris. It is February 25th. After days of clouds and rain, Dave says we will finally see some sunshine today. We'll get a check on weather in just a second, but first let's get you caught up on today's headlines. Inmates at the Rock County Jail have a new furry friend helping them get through their treatment programs. Apollo is a 1.5-year-old Wheaton Terrier from the Humane Society of Southern Wisconsin. He's currently living with inmate Derek Wetzel, who was chosen as Apollo's primary handler. Wetzel is in charge of teaching the dog basic commands and getting him ready for adoption. It's part of the jail's partnership with the Humane Society through the Canine Corrections Academy program. The Henry Vilas Zoo is both celebrating and saying goodbye to Suka, one of its polar bears, as she leaves for a breeding program. Zoo officials made the announcement Saturday afternoon at their early International Polar Bear Day celebration. Polar bears are struggling with a lack of sea ice, and zoos across the country are working to make sure they're not contributing to the problem. And it's official. Overnight, the U.S. flag was raised and the men's curling team received their gold medals, including McFarland native Matt Hamilton. It's the first ever gold medal for Team USA in curling after the team beat Sweden in the finals 10-7. The last time the Americans won a medal in curling was at the 2006 games in Italy. Dave, it's going to be sunny today, but also pretty windy.
Yeah, I would say that this forecast gets a silver medal, Brittany, because we will see that sunshine, which is good news, but blustery conditions will be with us for much of this Sunday. Let's take a look at some precipitation totals over the last 24 hours. About an inch is being estimated by radar in spots across Dane County and then farther south towards Monroe and Janesville, which really don't need any more rain. So luckily, we get a little bit of a break from that over the next couple of days. But this definitely did not help any of the flooding situations down to our south. Platteville, Queen Bee Radio Skycam showing a thick layer of clouds still trying to stick around, but we are seeing some breaks of sunshine in those clouds. Temperatures are in the 20s this morning, even a few 30s showing up. We'll make it into the upper 30s to near 40 for this afternoon. 26 in Madison, 25 in Mineral Point. But again, that big story is the blustery conditions, 15 to 20, even upwards of 25-mile-per-hour winds, and that's sustained out there this morning. Peak wind gusts of about 30 to 40, even close to 50 miles per hour over the last 24 hours. So we are watching this very closely, and be careful out there. Hold on to your hats, and those crosswinds, especially if you're traveling east to west, could be rather strong. So take it easy out there. Temperatures and winds over the next 12 hours. We're still going to be breezy towards this afternoon, but less so with temperatures in the upper 30s. Your first alert traffic here is a look on the Beltline at Todd Drive. No major problems showing up. Traffic is heading out at the posted speeds. A little bit slow through Middleton, but that's about it. Here are your drive times this morning. No major incidents to report. And that's your first alert traffic.
Thanks so much, Dave. We're following breaking news from the east side of Madison this morning. You're looking live at the Chocolaterian on Atwood, where crews are battling a fire this morning. Many firefighters still on scene. You can see that smoke still billowing out of the side of the building. The fire was first reported just before 6 a.m. Firefighters say it started in the basement. No word on the extent of damages to the building. We're working to gather more information, and we'll bring you the latest here on News 3 and on channel3000.com. Some major renovations are underway on Monroe Street, where crews are replacing old utility lines, repaving blacktop, and improving walkways. Meanwhile, the businesses there are trying to stay afloat through it all. But a month into the project, it's causing some headaches. Traffic is down to one lane in both directions between Chapman and Woodrow Streets. And come March, the full reconstruction begins, meaning even more backups. The executive chef at Jack's says he's already seeing negative effects.
We're just working on getting some more advertisement out there, and we're working on getting kind of a better sign that, you know, highlights the fact that there is still a little bit of parking back there.
Jack's Tap House says sales are down by about 20%, largely due to the lack of parking right now. There's no end in sight either. The $20 million reconstruction project is expected to wrap up in November. Wisconsin workers are calling attention to their rights and demanding that politicians respect them during a rally at the Capitol Saturday.
Union is power! That's right. Union is power! That's right.
Speakers at the event called for fair treatment, equal pay, and collective bargaining rights. They also highlighted an upcoming Supreme Court case that could affect more than 5 million government workers in 24 states. The High Court will be asked to drop fair share fees that cover the cost of grievance procedures to deal with workplace complaints. The rally in Madison is one of several across the country this weekend in response to the court case. Time now is 7:32. If you're looking for something to do this afternoon, we're heading backstage of a new but classic show in town. Michael Bruno checks out one of the most beloved operas, La Boheme, when News 3 This Morning Sunday returns.
Wild Easttown Honda, Wisconsin's Honda Dealer of the Year, has winter savings on over 300 new Hondas. Lease a Civic for $119. Imagine a new Honda for only $119 at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Thank you. Have a great day. Kelly's Market is about the people. I worked for years at other stores, and it was about the sale. But here, I work for the customers, not the numbers, and that is so much more rewarding. Whether it's a fellow employee or a regular customer, it's like family working here.
School is back in session for Harry and his friends in a special live concert event. Watch as a live symphony orchestra performs with the full movie projected on the big screen. Don't miss Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in concert, part of the Harry Potter Film Concert Series.
Tickets at overture.org.
The hardest working people in America deserve the hardest working products. And Blaine's Farm and Fleet is your local hometown store, providing hard-working tools that work as hard as you do. Right now, during our Ultimate Tool event, save 50% on this Milwaukee 95-piece drill and drive set, just $19.99. All Alley sanding products are 15% off. And be sure to check out all the in-store tool demos and giveaways on March 3rd and 4th. The hardest working people in America find genuine value at Farm and Fleet.
All right. Oh, hey, let me get this one, okay?
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. I owe you from last time. Here, let me send you some money for my BMO Harris hat.
I have the BMO app, too, so there.
Don't worry about it. I got this covered.
I can't allow it.
I insist.
Please.
Let me pay.
Let me.
It's my pleasure.
Would you let me pay?
Well, let me pay.
You're too kind.
Should we do something?
Absolutely.
I'm sending you
the feeling you get when sending money's this easy. That's the BMO effect. BMO Harris Bank.
Paging passenger Lisa Murphy. Final boarding call for your flight to Honolulu.
This is what can happen if you buy the wrong mattress.
Passenger Lisa Murphy, final call for your dream trip you've been saving up for the last 8 years.
So, buy the right mattress.
No worries, Lisa. We'll send you pictures.
Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
At Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, big wins happen every day. Big wins happen every day. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
At Wild Easttown Honda, Wisconsin's Honda Dealer of the Year. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $259. Just $259. Save this winter on 300 new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. See why? It's gotta be wild.
Just about 7:36 on this Sunday morning. Good morning. It is a blustery start to the day, but at least we are going to see some sunshine today. That's what we're observing on our WISC TV Skycam overlooking Madison. Still a good amount of clouds, though, towards this morning, maybe a little bit less toward the afternoon. This morning, temperatures are rising through the 20s and 30s. Sun with some clouds. Very windy at times with those southwest winds gusting to about 30 to 40 miles per hour. This afternoon, highs will once again be close to 40, partly sunny and still breezy, but that wind dies down a little bit this afternoon. And tonight, mostly clear, not as windy, with lows in the mid-20s. And that's your first alert forecast.
Thanks so much, Dave. Time now is 7:36. La Boheme is one of the most